230.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Get in the weight room.
Run.
49. Check 49. Check 49.
The first carry now. This is Hill. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man is Arcega-Whiteside. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First down, Steelers.
Set. Black 30. Check good.
They'll go with Hill here on first down. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Steeler first down on a pickup of 11 yards.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 43. First down, and it's Hill again. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And a completion to Wilson. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Here's Roethlisberger. And he'll find Moreau here. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
They'll try to run it. It's Hill. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. Boswell signed to a 4-year deal prior to last season, but he struggled a little bit.
Yeah, do you think that they saw 13 of 20 when they signed him to a 4-year deal?
Not at all.
Needs a big bounce back in 2019 if he wants to see the end of that contract.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 22.
26 Mike, 26 Mike.
Murray now on 1st down. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Let's go.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Here I come again. Check 24, check 24.
Check 99, check 99. Check 13, check 13.
26 Mike, 26 Mike.
Here's Muhammad. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big... chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
27 yards. And the Cardinals, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. First down, Murray. This complete to the tight end, Clay. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opened things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
On 1st down, Muhammad. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
On 2nd and inches, Murray, and he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that, but they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. You know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
The quick slant caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Check, lucky.
And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. Boy, they had it at the 1. The false start moves it to the 6 now for 1st and goal.
That's it. 26 Mike, 26 Mike. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. 26 Mike, 26 Mike.
And come on out here. Come get some.
Yes, boy.
Come get some. Come out here. Come get some.
Shotgun now from Murray. The quick slant caught. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Cardinals have taken the lead.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Play action. Now Roethlisberger. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Quarter. Check, 59, 59.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here.
That's all ball, baby. That's all ball.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, it's Roethlisberger. Catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Watch the curl, watch the curl. Mike's 59, Mike's 59.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against the zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try and run for it. Here's Hill. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. On fourth down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. And they won't try and pooch it. It's a fake. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The All-Pro safety Eric Berry in on the stop. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Joker, joker. Shit, shit. Shit. Switch.
Now a give, right side. Muhammad. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
26 Mike. I'm on.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Benny Logan jets in for the sack.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have them a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
He's coming, double up.
They'll run on 1st down. Muhammad. There goes left side. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will take this one all the way back inside the 35-yard line.
I know the special teams coach will not permit himself a smile here, but inside, he's glowing. This is what he practices for. This is what he schemes. This is what he watches tape to put himself and his team in a position to score points. An absolute dream return.
Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Setting up the screen, this is Samuels. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Jalen Samuels, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying...
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Cameron Hayward in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
26 Mike, 26 Mike, Wild Bill.
2nd down, Murray sets to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Alert 3.
Murray with a 3rd and long. He's got a man complete. It's Clay. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Check. Kill. Take 2 of them.
On the ground with Hill to begin the drive. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Hey, you got 3, three down. 24 is the mic.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
We got this.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Following the penalty, it's Hill. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
25, check 25, check 25.
Watch out.
Check 16.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Roethlisberger. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play.
Check 59. Mike is 59.
On 2nd and goal, Roethlisberger flush to his right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter. A lot of time to change things. 2 incompletions haven't moved them any closer, and likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. Again, it's Roethlisberger, escaping the pressure right to the goal line, but it's incomplete.